Let me tell you something that really chaps my ass. I'll tell you what chaps my ass is the goddamn American media. And it's not just the American media anymore, because I've been listening to BBC World Service lately, and it's turned into a total piece of crap, too. I grew up in Canada, and we had one channel of government TV when I was a kid. Part of it was in the Eskimo language, so I didn't watch that segment. It was crap then, and I've recently tuned in to CBC, and I cannot see why the taxpayer would support that any longer. It has turned into a total piece of garbage. I mean, even PBS and NPR in America, trashy and lousy and as biased as they are still better than the government broadcasting in certain foreign countries I've been to. I like Mexican TV. It's really amusing. People are really animated, and the newscasters wear low-cut sweaters and talk about inconsequential stuff in Spanish, playing down political violence and drug crime while going on and on about the sex lives of singers. It's actually pretty good. But I noticed I was listening to XM radio, and I turned on the Fox News channel one day, and I think it was one of those blonde bimbos was on there. Not the black tranny chick, that's Harris Faulkner. One of the blonde bimbos, and she was saying, in Panera Bread, there's an ingredient that's also in rubber mats. And she read off the chemical name, and she said, and you know, things with long names are bad for you, right? Everybody knows that. If it's got a long name, it's got to be really bad for you. And she wasn't kidding, she was serious. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm out. It's just a blizzard of stupidity. It's what the educational system has prepared you for. They have dumbed you down until you're dumb enough to watch MSNBC. It's the stupidification of America. It is just, what's in the news right now? I forced myself to listen on the way home, and they're talking about Ebola. Who gives a fuck about Ebola? One guy got sick in Africa, but he happened to get on a plane and get to Texas before he dropped dead, so now it's a pandemic. No, there's a few people that are sick with Ebola. It pops up every few years. Few people get sick and die, and it goes away again. You know, how many epidemics have we had? More people die from the flu in this country than you can imagine. 30,000 people a year die from the flu. More than that die in car accidents. And nobody cares about that. Hey, there was one car accident in Dallas. Oh my God, we need a presidential task force. Well, one guy died from Ebola and we got one. I mean, it's ridiculous. And they're all going on and on about this ISIS thing, whatever. Okay, no, they're not good people. You know, I'm not down with ISIS. They're not liberty-minded folks. They're pretty much the diametric opposite of that. It's a theocracy, and not even an honest one. It's all driven out of Saudi Arabia with Saudi petrodollars. The same people that donate to all the environmentalists to try and stop oil drilling in America are the ones funding ISIL and funding Greenpeace, and they're all in the same pile of crap, spewing lies over the television, and they're all gonna die from global warming, but only from American-made oil. And the oil from Saudi Arabia doesn't make global warming. It's really good, green, friendly oil, not like that evil American oil. I mean, give me a goddamn break. I mean, how much did they pay you? Like that bitch the other day, the actress, she got paid $200,000 to go down to Peru and act like the oil company had did something bad, and she stuck her hand in a puddle of oil and held it up. Oh, you're hurting the earth. Here's your $200,000. She went home and then she got busted. Like some washed up old actress. It's like Daryl Hannah. Okay, I was really the it girl when I was in Splash in 1986, and now I'm just an old bitch nobody cares about. I care about the environment and women's rights and stuff, and pipelines are bad because I was in Splash, so I know I played a mermaid that turned into a regular chick when her tail came off, which, by the way, was a dog of a fucking movie. Just a dog. There wasn't enough Heineken in that fridge to make that thing watchable. Ugh. Fuck. And this is what we do. This is what we turn to. You know, I was watching a thing on terrorism the other day. It's like, well, we have an actor on that played a guy that fought terrorism in a movie, and we're going to interview him about the threat from ISIL. Well, he would know. You know, don't get anybody from the Pentagon on. Jesus Christ on a stick. Just a pile of stupid crap. You know what the only good thing in media anymore? The Johnny Rocket Launchpad. That's where I go to get my news and views.